1, blow your nose. January 17, 1976.
Nice to say, I'm 77 years old. I know my grandmother told me this story. We had it. He told me this was sent to Saint Cosma and Damiano. His 7 brothers. Before born these kids, one poor lady, he have 2 babies. I know I have no clothes. Some friends gone for charity. If you have some clothes for somebody to cover up all the dirt for kids. I gone for this, the mother that this to send, I say to give something. And that lady say, why you buy 2 baby when you know you can support this 2 baby, you can put, and you can have no clothes. You know, give nothing, it's gone. And after he come in praying himself. And when he buy the baby, he not buy 1, he buy 7 kids one time. And when they told the husband, no one told the husband they have 7 kids, because he was ashamed. They refused that 2 baby, he have that lady. And the husband, he told me why, he told me that, you know. And after he told the servant, you know, the lady, he did work in the house. He said, go and put away these 6 kids. In the time gone put away the kids, the husband finding the way. He said, where you gone? He said, your wife, you have the baby, you are going to throw away the dirty clothes. He said, I want to see what you got in that dirty clothes. You look around, I find 6 kids. 6 boys. And he said, you come to me. You're going to convent. I told him, I give so much months if you take care of this, my 6 kids. And that he take care of the kids, he come in with the kids, he come in send these kids. The brother, Saint Cosme, Damian, San Lorenzo, San Leonardo, e altri Crescent. And the mother was, you know, feel funny because he refused that clothes with that baby. I feel ashamed to tell the husband to do that, you know. That's all. The story I got told me now is true. I was myself 8 years old. I gone to school. I playing jump rope, up or down. I bump my leg. My leg, I started to walk, slam. My mother asked me what's mine, nothing. And no one told my mother fall down. After 2-3 days, they come in my waist. My mother bring me to some place to fix this leg. I said, over here you need the doctor. The doctor come in, he said, you need operation. He operation all my leg. When operation this leg, he cleaned the bones too. But still, it was months after. Still my leg, you know, feel good. Still my leg hurt, you know. I was in the bed, you can walk, you know. And one night, I was in the bed myself. I see come in 2 men in my house. He picked me up, he put in the top 2 chairs. He take off all my band with my leg. And after clean them up, everything, I bend them again. I pick them up, I put them in the bed again. And I asked myself, who are you? He say, I'm the doc. I take care of your brother. When he was a baby, he have operation in the face, my brother. He say, now I take care of you too. He say, you gotta be all right. In the same time, I open my eyes. My mother, hear me out, you know. He asked me, what's the matter? I told him, 2 men come in. He fixed my leg. My mother started crying. He said, this too soon, you know. In the morning when I come in the dark, he find the leg very good. And this I know, it was too sad. My hometown, I'm Italy. It is San Cosmo and Damiano. It is really true. I believe everything.
Go ahead, tell the story. It's all ready. Yeah, about Grandpa.
This story my grandmother told me. He have 12 kids. And the father, when my grandmother born, the mother died. And the father, he was about 75 years old. He have a very sick. And the priest, he give the solution, you know, got blessed because he got to be dead. He died. He dressed up, put in the top of the bed. At the time, you know, he was putting the coffin out of the way. He was put the coffin here. In the morning, we got to go to the cemetery. When the priest gone, though after half an hour, the father get up in the top of the bed, sit down in the bed. I see all dressed up. I see the kids crying. I say, I know, my child, you know, I'm dead. I'm not die. I just come in for the Trinity. I see Jesus, I see the Father, I see everything. At the road, when I gone for the paradise, it was so small, so the road, the rose, so thin. When you pass by, you scratch all over. At the road, when you go in heaven, it was so wide, a full rose. He said, my child, do something good. Because I know, I believe, it is everything what you say in Bible. That's the story of my grandpa, the father of my grandmother.
What about the one about
my mother?
Yeah, the one with the storm.
Yeah. When my grandmother was about 11 years old, you know, I have no mother. We have a big family, the father. He work in the country, in the farm. And my grandmother, he cook in the home and bring the food for the father. And one night, when he bring this food, it was late. He reached one place, it was dark. He come in, one man in the front of my grandmother say, your name Quinchera? He say, yes. I say, please, run as fast you can. Because your father told me, if you see my door, talk to come in fast over here. After 3-4 steps, turn around at the face, my grandmother, and you know, see no more this man. I walk by a black mall, another man coming out. He say, you can chair? I say, yes. He say, please, run as fast you can, because your father, he need you. And my grandmother started scared, you know. He say, what's the matter? My father, every man pass by, he told me, to come in myself quick. Anyway, 3 times, the man he come in the front of my grandmother. When he reached with the father, he said, "What's my father? Every man passes by, Brian, you tell him to come in fast over here because you need me." And the father said, "Nobody pass by, I don't see nobody, I don't see." It was out way big stone come in. Big stone come in, and my grandpapa he said, maybe somebody helped my door to come in fast over here. And one spirit coming out, it talk. Of course, somebody killed me, that guy, It talk. I can't tell it, American. It talk. Maledetto il combatto, maledetto il combatto, no? Che mi ha ammazzato. E my grandpapa said, my grandmother said, "Go to bed and no worry, everything can be all right." One biscuit at the door. And my grandmother told, when I was myself a little girl, he said, "I see St. Joe's when I was 11 years old." When I say, yes, my grandmother said the truth. When he passed away, he was 63 years old. I told him everything she say, everything true what she say.
Yeah. How old were you when they told you that story?
Huh?
How old were you when they told you the story?
I was a younger girl. He told me all the time, he told the story. He told the real story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
How old were you when you came over here?
Over here?
Yeah. Were you 13, 14?
Me?
Yeah.
No, 1920.
How old were you?
21.
You're 21 when you came over? I thought you were a teenager or something.
No. 21.
Well, when did you meet Grandpa?
22.
In 22?
I met the first day I reached over here.
And then when did you get married?
After 1 year.
You got married then in 23?
22, 22, 21 come in. 22.
But Papa's wife just died when you met him, huh? Oh,
Yeah, he was died.
But she just died here?
No, in Italy.
In Italy?
Yeah.
Oh, he was married the first time in Italy?
Yeah, I know the wife, I know everybody.
Oh, you knew his wife?
Yeah, I know, he was a cousin to my mother.
His wife?
Yeah.
Well, then where did you live? You lived in New York then?
I live in New York, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? You remember what street you lived on?
Well, the street I was living myself, Union Street.
Union Street? Is that when you went to work for that factory? Didn't you work for a sewing factory?
Yeah,
when you came
I
over?
gone to New York, down in New York.
Yeah.
I went down New York.
Would you have to take the subway then? Or
Subway,
Subway all the way?
all the way.
Where did Grandpa, is that when he had the store down there?
No, the store of Brooklyn, after 1 year, I have benzene, seal, Pete. I have 3 kids when I have a grocery store.
Mm.
Before it was Iceman,
Oh,
sell ice.
yeah. Was that door to door?
Yeah, they have costume,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when they have the horses and then the thing in the back? Did he carry the ice with the horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had 3 horses, 1 in the army, and 2 over here. All 3 horses, 1 ice.
1 eye for each horse?
1 ice.
But then Grandpa didn't go to any of the, after you married him, he wasn't in any more wars, was he? Wasn't Grandpa in 3 different wars?
Wait.
War?
What?
Fight.
Bang, bang.
War. Yeah, he was in war.
Yeah, but not after you married him. That
No.
was before.
Before.
Which wars was he in?
It was First World War.
World War I? And then he was in the Italian War too, wasn't
In
he?
Italy. He was here in America. He come back in Italy.
Yeah. Wasn't he in 3 wars?
It was my papa. It was Libya war, Turkey, Turkey war, and after First World War. I come in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stayed in the front for 3 years, front line.
Jeez, he was lucky.
It was the Cavalleria.
Yeah. Now this picture of you up here, which war was that taken from?
First World War.
World War One?
World War One.
How old was he then?
19... The First World War, it came in 1914, you know. Yan, sa Gadwana po. 1914. It was 1898. Yeah, about 22, 23 years old.
Yeah. That's a nice picture.
What about that story, Mom, where the man came to get some money from Papa?
Oh, I don't want to put it there.
No, I think it's all run out. I don't think there's anything left on her. There's a little bit.
No.
You don't want it up there?